I know like obviously sales in luxury are kind of on the downward spiral at the moment across the board. But if Louis Vuitton keep like doing collaborations with Murakami, I think that will continue to be popular. And I know that they've already done like 3 drops, like the cherry, the multicolor, the cherry blossom, but they could do like more with the eyeballs. They could do more with the flowers even. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. Okay, so yes, there's going to be another Murakami collection. Yesterday I spoke about how I don't know how Louis Vuitton is going to create as much hype again since their Murakami collection. I just feel like the re-release of that just really tickled a lot of people's fancy, you know, me included. I think it brought on a lot of nostalgia, a lot of yearning for one's youth, you know, another opportunity to grab a multicolor piece in perfect condition. And it seems like it's not over yet, guys. There's going to be another collection in collaboration with Murakami, but this is definitely going to be a little bit more expensive because it is focusing on the Capucines bag, and he's going to do a line of different Arty Capucines. So Louis Vuitton, they do every year, I think every year, like they collaborate with an artist and they release a series of different Arty Capucines, or they collaborate with a few different artists, and these Arty Capucines tend to be very collectible. Maybe they're not things that you necessarily buy to wear, but just buy to keep and admire, and they're just more intricate, a little bit different from your, you know, more commercial line. And yeah, there's going to be a different range of Capucines designed by Murakami. So let's go through them today. And guys, do you think that this collection is going to be very, very hard to get? Because I think it will be, to be honest. I think this is going to be reserved for, you know, VIP clients. And I do think that it's going to be highly collectible and hard to get as well, because like, yeah, some of these things you could buy. Would it be a good investment to buy it? I actually don't know, because I mean, I've been stalking some of the Murakami, just the, you know, the normal line of Murakami bags on the secondhand market, and I noticed on Lux at Forward they had a picnic Capucines from the Cherry collection, and they've been constantly reducing that bag and no one's been buying it. So I don't know whether these bags will actually hold the value, because I assume they're going to cost a fortune as well, probably tens of thousands of dollars, to be honest. So first bag, okay, so we're going to talk about, guys, the anime eye bag. When Murakami first collaborated with Louis Vuitton in 2003, on the runway there were some bags with these big eyeballs, including these like travel bags, the I Miss You bag, even Speedy's, the I Love You bag or I Dare You bag. I can't remember, guys, but there's like a few bags that you can get that are very limited. They're usually like 1 of 500 or something. And they have these eyeballs. I actually used to own one that I picked up from a Facebook group from somebody in America, and it was called the I Miss You bag, and it had these anime eyes on it. Anyways, the anime eye bags tend to be a little bit harder to find on the secondhand market, and I was really hoping that in the re-release of Murakami, they would do some bags featuring the eyes, because they just look really cute, to be honest. So he's gonna do Capucines with the big eyeball. And this one is quite interesting, because not only does it have the eyeball, it has like a little kind of like squid tentacle handle, a little bulb thing coming out the side, and a little charm hanging off the eyeball as well. Pretty cool. Obviously, if you're not into the Capucines, you might not be digging this collection as much, but I'm glad that they're kind of bringing back the eyeball, because I think it's super cute. But I do kind of wish that they redid it again in some of the normal multicolor bags, but then again, I guess it is a really limited kind of thing. So if you can find on the secondhand market bags with the eyeballs, I definitely recommend to snap them up if you are a collector, because they are becoming rarer and rarer as time goes by. There was another Capucines with like a dragon on it in more of a blue ink watercolor pen kind of painting, and then the handle is also in this kind of tentacle texture. This one is more of an east-west silhouette, which is kind of a newer addition to Louis Vuitton. My favorite one was definitely Murakami. He'd made all these like little ceramic beads, and they're all these different characters and like little colors. They're really cute. I don't know whether they're made out of ceramic or Murano glass or something, but there was a little video on Louis Vuitton's Instagram of Murakami sewing them onto some leather like some metallic leather, and then obviously it gets made into a bag. I think this one will probably be the rarest of them all because there's just so much detail in it. And I don't even know if they'll sell this bag, but it's really cool. I love the intricacy in it and all the little kind of like, there's a lot of craft, I guess, in making all those little beads and then adding them to the bag. It's just like a very cool bag. And I remember actually, there was like a lot of detailed Murakami bags too. Like I remember one year they released a whole lot of fringe bags with little charms and beads hanging off the fringes. They were really detailed as well. And although they're not very popular, that's also a line of Murakami bags that are very sought after and rare on the secondhand market. The fringe bags with all the little like beads and charms. So not that that's really like that, but there's just like another level of intricacy to it, and like there's just so much detail. Oh my gosh, this one is my favorite. It is the flower, so his famous flower that you see in a lot of his artwork, and it is like half a flower, and it's like a Capucines that's been like created into half a sphere, and it's super fluffy. I assume it's going to be in mink. Really cool. And even on the back there's a different kind of color. I think this one's the cutest one, to be honest, out of all of them. This is probably my favorite. I mean, I think this would be the easiest to wear as well, or it just like visually on a shelf it looks really cute. Then there's a exotic one with Takashi Murakami's signature, and again his signature flower. Then there's this one with all these tentacles coming out of it. This one's also really cool. And then you can even see all the detail in the little like barnacles and everything. Yeah, and then this is in the pink colorway. Then there's another exotic, and it's very interesting, this one. It's kind of like, looks like it's coming apart, and on the inside you see like a doorway to the multicolor. But yeah, this is quite interesting. It's kind of like opening a door to magic almost. And yeah, I remember in some of the old Murakami ads for Louis Vuitton, they would kind of like go into this whole world of multicolor, and yeah, it was just like very playful and fun. So it's kind of like opening a door to to your imagination, to something more. And then there's also what seems to be like a little kind of Minaudier. This kind of looks like giving me Judith Lieber vibes, but it's basically the Takashi Murakami Panda, but it's in full like crystals. Oh my gosh, this would be so cute, just like on your shelf or as a display piece. I would love this. In fact, I would love if Swarovski like collaborated with Murakami. I think that would be so popular because, you know, Swarovski, they always collaborate with like Hello Kitty. Actually, speaking of which, I just found my Hello Kitty the other day and I've just been loving collecting like little crystals and stuff, but anyways, I think it would be so cool if they did like a Murakami Swarovski collab. That would be so cute. I know that they did trolls recently, and to be honest, I would really love to get a Swarovski troll, but they haven't done Murakami, but they totally should, because I can totally see that happening. Then there's also a gold metallic one with all the flowers on it again, but these flowers have like more petals, and they come in an array of different colors. And there's even a like sphere that is covered in flowers as well, and they're all really cool, to be honest. Like I keep saying this one's that's my favorite. I can't decide what's my favorite. This one is quite vivid as well, and it looks like the flowers are made out of plastic or something, and then the inside is like a metallic pouch. Super cute. I mean, imagine wearing this. Yeah, what can I say, guys? I think they're going to be so hard to get. Out of all of them, if I had to choose, like, what are my top three? Okay, I really like the fluffy flower. I really like the sphere one as well, and I love the anime one, but anime eye one, but I really, really love the panda like crystal thing too. That is really cool. Like just having that there as like a little ornament. I think, to be honest, if I had to choose one, I would get the panda. It almost looks like a money box, like it has a little thing on the top. I think out of all of them, I would choose the crystal panda. Even though it's not a Capucine, I just think that that's like the coolest object. Like I would just put that on my shelf and like stare at it every day. Out of all the Capucines, I think I like the flower the best. That one's really cute. Do you think this is going to come to your boutique? Because I think it's going to be quite hard to get. And I also wonder if Louis Vuitton are going to do any more collaborations with Murakami, because I know like obviously sales in luxury are kind of on the downward spiral at the moment across the board. But if Louis Vuitton keep like doing collaborations with Murakami, I think that will continue to be popular. And I know that they've already done like 3 drops, like the cherry, the multicolor, the cherry blossom, but they could do like more with the eyeballs. They could do more with the flowers even. There's so much you could kind of experiment with Takashi Murakami artwork. So I do wonder if they're going to do any more Murakami collections in the future, because I just feel like it's like such an easy kind of like cash grab as well. Let me know what you think of this collection, and do you think you'll be able to pre-order anything yourself? And I'll see you on my next one. Bye!